I want to talk about the C word, cancer. Did you know that your body creates about 10 to 100,000 cancerous cells per day? But thankfully, your body's natural intelligence removes them for you. So the question is, why do some people get cancer and others don't? Welcome to the second, very last episode of Your Health Story. And I thought I'd end by talking about the second leading cause of death in the world. Cancer. As you can imagine, cancer is an extremely complex topic, so I thought I'd give you a highly simplified version that can help you better understand what's really going on. Unlike viruses, bacterial infections, or other maladies, you don't get cancer, you create it. Now that may sound controversial, but when you think about it, what is cancer? It is essentially a cell gone rogue, and it replicates itself rapidly and endlessly. So the cell itself is creating the condition rather than getting it from an external source or Uber Eats or something. Where a normal cell would typically die at a certain point, aka the Hayflick limit, a cancerous cell avoids death at all costs, plays by its own set of rules, avoiding apoptosis, which is programmed cell death, the Warburg Effect, when a cell becomes hyper-dependent on glucose, and evasion and suppression of the immune system so it can go undetected and propagate itself. Now, why would a cell want to go rogue? Does it have its own manifesto? If you think of the body as interconnected systems, organs, and cells, the body always wants to move towards equilibrium or homeostasis, which is when everything is working in harmony for one another. Now, when there's disconnection, the body moves away from equilibrium to disequilibrium, where things are unbalanced. And if this disconnection is prolonged, the body's systems, organs, or cells become unsupported and essentially have to fend for themselves as they are no longer part of the collective. This is where we get the advent of chronic dis-ease, such as cancer. Just like all life on Earth, or whichever planet you live on, it prioritizes survival, even if it means mass destruction elsewhere. And at the very core of it, cancer is a disconnection from one's whole self. Now, from the story perspective, if you have cancer, then you're telling yourself the story of disconnection. And that part of you that feels disconnected or dis-ease, that part has been forced to fend for itself, even if it means destroying everything else around it. Based on the German physician Rick Gedhammer, sorry if I butchered your name, he spent decades researching and documenting the link between certain emotions and cancers. For instance, breast cancer was often preceded by emotions of deep conflict with nurturing others or relationship rupture. Thyroid cancer was linked to a fear of speaking one's truth. Colon cancer was tied to an inability to digest, process, and release life. Go figure. So what can you do if you have cancer or you know someone that has been diagnosed with cancer? Without being too prescriptive, it's about doing the things that make you feel whole, connected, and nourished. Be it spending time with true friends, family, time in nature, or just doing things you love. And if there's a part of you that feels disconnected, then it's about honoring and nourishing that part of you. Ultimately, it's about learning to live from a place of authenticity, learning to align to that truest version of you, that version of you that has always been there, but has been brainwashed to believe that you are not enough or broken. And when you learn to live from a place of authenticity, you naturally feel more connected. There we go. We've cracked cancer without spending millions of dollars of research. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. This has been an interesting journey, and there's still one more episode, so stay tuned for that. If you know someone that could benefit from this episode, please share this and like this, and I would love to hear your comments. That keeps me going. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the very last episode. Cheers to your health.